What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another week's episode of Three Simple Men Making Their Way Through the Galaxy. I'm Tom. With me is Ryan and Mike. This week, we're diving into Season 2, Episode 7, Legacy of Terror, which, I love good zombie movies right here, but this whole episode, it reminded me of, you ever watch Alien versus Predator?
Yep.
Pretty much the Queen Xenomorph, where they meet her. This whole episode gave me those vibes right there because when they find that Geonosian Queen, that was supposed to be a rumor. I was like, everything's just like, all right, where's the Predator? Where's Arnold saying, get to the chopper? Get to the chopper.
Yeah, I wasn't, they were calling them zombies, but I wasn't really, I don't think they were zombies. I don't, the only thing that really made them zombies was that they were like hard to kill, but it was because you had to kill the worm in them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't, they weren't, them biting. Like they didn't go after Poggle. They didn't go after, when they attacked the clones didn't become zombies. So I don't think these were traditional zombies. So bit of a stretch, in my opinion, if we're going strict zombie lore. Let me get the quote off though. So the episode starts off with sometimes accepting help is harder than offering it. Um, and yeah, so we're continuing the second battle of Geonosis. It seems like the battle has pretty much come to an end. And they need to find Poggle the Lesser.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
so we see that they're tracking them. Luminara is going after him. It's like we can't take the chance of him getting off world, and he's got valuable information. So we see her uh, telling Obi-Wan I'm going after him, and then at some point too, we see that even with the sandstorm coming their way, it's like, well, it's worth the risk. We need to go after. We need to capture him. So see Anakin, Kiadi, and Obi-Wan on the ship, and like, no, we can't do it. And Anakin's like, well, yeah, we need to go. It's like, we'll wait for the storm to launch. So, yeah, so we see Luminara just going for it.
I don't like sand.
It's rough, of course, irritating, gets everywhere. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. She's very, very gung ho. It seemed almost a little out of character, in my opinion.
I was hoping for like one of those little scenes like banter where it's just like, wait, you want to do this? And Obi-Wan and Kiadi Mooney should have looked like, hey, Anakin, isn't that your forte to just do anything dumb and reckless?
Exactly.
Yeah, especially
Felt
with
more like an Anakin thing.
last week with the whole weapons factory. It's just like, yeah, a little bit of a 180 compared to last week.
So pretty much, if we're watching other Jedi just do something reckless, should we just say it? They're pulling an Anakin?
Yeah,
Might
maybe.
as well.
We did get a bunch of clones to join in this operation and rescue mission. Only one of them's named, and it's the initial clone that goes with Luminara, and that's Buzz. And Buzz is dead pretty quickly. He's the first clone to die. Then I didn't get any other clone names except for Cody. But we will give some honorable mention to the first clone of the rescue party that gets taken. He gets kind of snatched and right out from in front of Obi-Wan and like down into the catacombs. And
I thought there was two.
I think it was one that gets taken, and then we get the two others that get sent to go get help, and then both of them.
Tom's right. I think there were two of them.
Two taken in the beginning.
Two were taken in the tunnel.
Yeah.
We didn't get their names. I honestly think we did get one name when the one was getting dragged off. I can't recall.
I didn't get it, but maybe.
Because right now it's like, because we did get that one name, and his name was Buzz, and I kind of like that he was white, kind of green like Buzz Lightyear. But also I'm thinking of Home Alone, Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we lose I guess 50% of our clones with this rescue mission that was worth it. And uh you know, I mean, I guess at the end of the day they do get Poggle. They maybe kill the queen. Um and then they definitely kill the worm that I thought was hilarious that Obi-Wan was like, I want to study this way. He was so fascinated by this whole thing
Yeah.
to the point of almost letting Luminara get
Mind controlled, yeah.
infected or, by this parasite. It was a parasite. I mean, that's
I
what
love
it
their little banter too. They're like, "Come on, do you want to bet on this? What do you think? Ear, nose, ear,
is.
nose." We're just like, it's like I don't think she wants to do this. She's like, "No, no, I don't want to do this." It's like, "Come on, aren't you interested?" And it can just like, I think the nose.
Yeah, he
So I
clearly
think he got tired of it. He's like, I want to prove Obi-Wan wrong.
yeah, it's like while you're busy killing everything, I'm talking and making observations. So yeah, you really see the two. And then yeah, to your point earlier, we see Obi-Wan just says it, the quote, it's like, yes, well, I took a lesson from Anakin and decided not to follow orders. And
Also,
um,
and I knew you were going to say something like that. I thought that was kind of a funny thing. He's like, "While I was making observations, you were focused on using your lightsaber." And one of those guy mentalities, like people making that joke, like, you're thinking with, I was thinking with my head, you were thinking with your head.
Yeah, no, he definitely they definitely a little adult reference there. We did also get I almost kind of breezed over it, but we do get Anakin saying I got a bad feeling about this, so
Add it to the board.
added it to our board. So that's always fun. I felt like it wasn't a direct quote, but maybe it was, but we did get at one point I believe from Mundy the Patience Skywalker, which sounded kind of reminiscent of some of the previous or the original Star Wars films. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing's definitely creepy that they're like being controlled. I don't really understand the purpose though. Like, why are they being like? Aren't they like?
My theory is like, if you can and infiltrate a Jedi Knight or Jedi Master with that worm who isn't dead, then if you can control that, who's to say you can't control another Jedi or another
Oh,
Jedi?
so are you okay? So then, are you implying that the other Genosians were dead, and then the worms infected them to bring them back to life?
mhm.
I think it was more of like they controlled the whole body and nervous system. Like
Okay, so she
they
didn't
were
like.
dead, but the worms did everything.
So she didn't like put the worms in living ones and take them over.
No, because remember, they are deep in the ground. They're probably in the catacombs. So
Gotcha.
these are probably fallen Geonosians from the first battle.
That makes more sense. See,
Yeah,
I didn't catch that at first. I was like, why is she infecting the people that follow her? Like I was like, that seems
like I think
weird.
they're
Like
making a
Toggle's all on
point
board.
that that temple. They were questioning why Poggle was going back to a temple because that was one of the first places that got hit in the attack. But yeah, I guess 12 dead Geonosians. So
I
Makes
mean, if you
sense.
can, I mean, it's like a military like tactic. If you can take away the generals, you cut off the chain of command. Who's to say what the Republic will do next? Will they even fight? Will they just succeed from the Republic? Or it's a lot of what ifs in a sense, because it's that whole, the cut the head of the snake off type of mentality.
You know what it kind of reminded me of too a little bit? The Edge of Tomorrow.
The edge of
I live, die, repeat stuff.
Yeah, with
Tom Cruise and
is it Edge of Tomorrow? I think it's Edge of Tomorrow. With
thanks.
With Tom Cruise, where they're like all the things fighting them are basically are drones or zombie being controlled by like the hive mind. Also kind of like Starship Troopers a little bit, right? You got like the idea of the main kind of like a bee, right? Like a hive, like they said it that it's a hive. It's the hive
Yeah.
mind. It's, you know, you got the drones or army ants or whatever you want to call them that are worker bees, um, being controlled. So yeah, no, it was definitely fun. You can see where they get a lot of their influence from, I think, for this kind of storyline. And I'd be intrigued to see if we see more of the worm zombies in the future.
Yeah, I mean, that's for another discussion about zombies in the Star Wars, but you know, that's for just a conversation about Star Wars in general. We're just still continuing the story of the Clone Wars, everything going forward. Other than that, I thought the two droids were funny too. They're like, "Hey, 005, are you still there?"
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, "I can hear you. I think you're next to me." And then it's just pretty much like that was kind of like I got a good what if hot take theory where Pago Lester says, "Leave that ammo crate." Did he do that? Like, well, I don't want to say he did it intentionally, but he saw an opportunity to be like, "Hey, leave it there. I want them to find it. I want them to come follow me. I want them to come down into the tunnels."
Yeah, I mean, she wanted a Jedi, so I mean, you might not be wrong. Like, and she even says, like, you know, Poggle brought me a Jedi. Like, it seemed like that was kind of part of the plan was, hey, can we have a Jedi being controlled, and what does that mean, and what can that do for them?
I mean, his mindset was, "I will lose an ammo crate, but I can get a Jedi." So it is a loss, but for the high value target, it's a must to do.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, it's not uncommon. We see time and time again Jedi's purposely walking into traps. So yeah, I mean, maybe it was clearly a trap. Um,
Oh, imagine if Obi-Wan and Anakin just were walking in to see the Queen. They should have just given that line. Next move, spring the trap.
Mhm.
you know, yeah, it makes me kind of, you know, wonder going back to the droid scene. It was kind of a weird scene to have the droid thing. Like it was, I guess, just to show the dangers of the sandstorm because uh Luminara doesn't even like see the droid. She literally like goes flying past it on the speeder. So it's not even like I was expecting once the droid fell and was left behind, I was expecting her to like find it,
Yeah,
buzz, and be like, oh, okay, it's this way. But like that doesn't even happen. It's just like,
he just passes by
oh,
it.
droid fell behind, died in the sand, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
Or
but
lost power,
choose.
battery.
I think with Buzz, I think they were able to track the crane and be like, oh yeah, they're heading this way, so they knew that they're
know.
heading to the temple.
Yeah, I just mean it was kind of a weird choice to just have that scene actually, you know? It was
Mhm.
kind of funny, but it seemed a little like unnecessary. So I wonder if like maybe in the original there was some other thing that they cut, or again, it was just an
Maybe,
attempt to show how dangerous the sandstorm was, that it's just taking out droids. I don't know.
or how the severity of how they lost the manufacturing facility is now affecting the droids too. Like I said,
Mhm.
probably their battery life is running out, their power source is running out, they're just dying because there's no source of power for them because
Yeah.
they're in
It
a
was like,
bug infested desert planet.
yeah, because I mean, they were like, what was it like? The recon was like they were like in the northern part, then going to the western part. So yeah, they were covering a lot of ground to get from wherever Pavel was all the way to this Progate Temple, and yeah, I guess it drained all power, and yeah, I don't even know if, like those crates like made it because they literally just like left the tank behind, and who knows if the droids even like if all the droids made it because you
Yeah,
never
we don't see them again, so
you know
No, it's just Poggle.
Geo
Poggle just
and the hive mind. Yep.
it's
very
like
interesting.
it's if you know your environment, you know where to go, you'll survive. Everyone else kaput.
Oh, just Tom, you just remind me of it with your little hand motion there. But anyone else catch the one clone that was holding off the zombies, we'll call them, and ran out of ammo in his
I think that was Cody.
after and threw it. He threw it at the zombies. A good old fashioned gun throw.
Yep.
Oh,
Always entertaining. Never once successful in any form of the way.
I think of that scene from Saving Private Ryan with Tom Sizemore, where he's just got his pistol out against the German, and it gets jammed, and the only thing he does, he throws the pistol. Then after that, he throws his helmet before he gets shot.
It's the
When
last
in doubt, run out of ammo. Just throw the goddamn gun.
gun. No, it was good. Definitely a fun episode. Fun to see this continuation of Genosis. Also, I'll point out that I believe Obi-Wan at one point says, let's prevent a third battle of Geonosis. So hopefully they do.
Mhm.
But Geonosis, I think the planet itself will be mentioned future and down the road.
I think you're right.
What's that?
I said I think you're right.
Oh yeah. I thought you said you can hear it. Because right now, boys, for anyone who wants to know, I live in the state of Florida, and right now we haven't had rain in a while. The rain's finally come.
Downpouring on you.
It's oh yeah. I mean, much needed. Uh, so yeah, I'm not taking Cosmo for a walk tonight. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
All
Other than
right.
that, I got nothing else about the episode. I thought it was great. It was fun to watch.
All right, Mike, take it away.
All right, it's a wrap. Thank you, everyone, for joining Three Simple Men, making their way through the galaxy. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, and come back next week for some more Clone Wars content. May the Force be with you, always.